Good morning, good morning, good morning. Man, life is crazy. I always say that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be when I'm meant to be there, and it has been a hard time going, just surrendering to all this nonsense that's been going on around me, right? Because it's still chaos. I'm like, it's weird. I drew a drawing a long time ago, and it was someone sitting like Indian style in like a meditative state, and it was like a tornado going around them, and it was just like, sometimes you got to be calm in the eye of that storm and be careful, because there'll be people that are stuck in the wind, you know what I'm saying, like, and there was like someone just on the edge of the inside of the wind shear, right, with the hand sticking out, and it's like, you got to be so careful with those hands sticking out. You get up from your meditative state and go over to the edge of the eye wall and you grab that hand. You're going to get sucked up into that storm too. I tried staying, I moved a lot, right? I didn't lose my kids. I let them come up here where I know they would be stable and in a good school, in a low crime area and all that good jazz. They're in a really good school. My son's in a really good football program, right? It was just the smartest move for my children to do that, right? And then I stayed with the boyfriend for a while, but then it was pretty evident that he was hell-bent on going back to jail, so I had to get out of there. Next person I stayed with is hell-bent on having CPS rip his kids out of his house in police cars, so I had to get out of there. We've got Libra here, we've got Mercury here, we've got 6, rite of passage, messages, rite of passage, Libra in the scales here. The last place I was staying to help someone because they were saying they were sick and they needed the help. They didn't really need the help, right? They showed up because they thought they needed me for a babysitter so they could go party. And turns out all the rent money I was giving them wasn't going to the landlord, so I got out of there just in time. Harvest, seeds planted. I got over here just in time to help Grandma set up her garden. By the time I get out of here, in my place, I'm waiting for these places to get ready. This person has a bunch of properties, but they've got a lot of remodeling going on right now, so I'm just waiting on that. And here just in time to help Grandma with her garden, and by the time it's in full fruition, and also her foot should be healed up, also have to do is water around and water her plants. And I can come over and help her with that. That's not a big deal, because I'm aiming for an area right around this block area, so I've been staying over here. But the universe puts you in situations, for me anyway, every situation that I was in, I feel like I was there to help a specific person. Like, it wasn't my ex that I was helping, it wasn't that guy that I was helping, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't my ex, it was one of his neighbors that I ended up being really helpful to. It wasn't that guy, it was the kids that I helped there that were going through some sort of mild crisis, right? Every place I go to, there's some sort of mild crisis that I managed to help eke through for somebody, and then, that's why I laugh. I call myself Mary Poppins, y'all. Exactly, practically perfect in every way. Exactly where I'm meant to be when I'm meant to be there, right? The wizard. That's one of my favorite lines of Gandalf, right? A wizard is neither late nor are they early. They arrive exactly when they mean to. See what the universe is whining about today. We got harvest. I got as above, so below, as within, so without, right? I got, you're the type that have loose lips, show a gun but don't shoot shit. You act hard but don't do shit. Fuck you and your crew, bitch. Someone has got haters, right? They got them chirping haters, right? They run their mouth a lot, but when it comes down to it, y'all can't back up shit you say because you're not real. You're a persona. Ego death thought sucks for you people. Oh no, you pooped your shoe. Yeah, I'll step in it. I step in it. Why? Because I'm an Aries. I gotta run my mouth. You think you got problems? What are you supposed to do if you're a manically depressed robot? I love that. It's Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, played by Al Rickman, plays a morbidly depressed robot. Who ends up being the biggest hero in the movie. And he's like Eeyore, like they all just accept him for the fact that his programming's all messed up, right? I love that movie. I need to go find it again. I used to have it on DVD. Don't get distracted. Just fear me, love me, and do as I say, and I will be your slave. You are not a god. Pull the trigger and find out. Hail to the king and the queen of the ruckus. You don't get to know what I do at my time. You don't get to say you ain't doing all right. Yeah? That's the ego death there. That's someone who is denying stuff. No, I didn't feel that way. They were hiding shit. Playing big and bad. They might have had to deal with a lot of those types of people in their lives, dealing with that haters card and everything else right there. This person deals with a lot of that too. Ooh. Alright, so we got the cross here. That's the girl with dancing shoes, and we got the bouquet. I'm going to read them. I know it's so fun when I read these. I think these stories, I think fairy tales are important. You want to teach your kids to think for themselves, read them fairy tales, right? Burdens, pain, and suffering in the tale of the red shoes. A young girl chooses a pretty red shoes over helping her dying foster mother. She gets cursed not only to wear the shoes forever, but to dance without stopping, even though she suffers from blisters and bleeding feet. She must keep dancing. Finally, she sees an executioner and she begs for help. He chops off her feet and the shoes go dancing off into the woods. Moved by her cries, he helps her with crutches and a rosary, and finally she enters a church where her confession is heard, and once she repents... I'm sorry. If you're still watching this video, the school has gone so far as to start calling me to tell me that your children are not in school, and I cannot help you anymore. Moved by her cries, he helps her with crutches and a rosary. Finally, she re-enters a church where her confession is heard. Once she repents, her aching burden is lifting. A teaching tale from the world of fairy tale brings a message of the cross. What burdens of life are bearing down on you? When the cross appears, there will be sorrow. Pain will be expected. Remember to carefully review the cards nearby to determine the nature of the suffering and ways you can cope with it. Remember that burdens can be lifted, pain can be eased, and suffering will pass. But don't look away from the cross when it finally falls in your spread. You are being called to deal with this issue. All right, we got the bouquet here. Happiness, joy, beauty, and gift. Right, so this is after the suffering. Stories of Little Ida's flowers show a young girl created The stories of Little Ida's flowers show how one young girl created her own happiness after being told a whimsical tale of dancing blooms. Her belief created magic for her as her dolls danced with the flower at a midnight ball. Hear Little Ida's floral dance their way into the reading, reminding you of all the joy in the world. The magical message is one of pleasure. Like Ida, create your own magic when you see this card. You can hold on to the message of a woman who knows how to take charge, just like Little Ida did in her own room. A nosegay, a gift, is given to someone to cheer them up, and when you see this card, look to the other cards nearby. There may be someone who could use some cheering up in your world. Perhaps you're being called to be a bouquet of bliss in someone's world, or perhaps you will find an undiscovered joy in new areas of your own life. Dance and smile a lot. Make magic of Little Ida's flowers. Waltz through your own life. So there's a lot of pain and suffering and then a promise of joy at the end here. But there's an energy of having to make your own joy. Let's get some cards. Debate and cast a line, and always held it in his hand until you came. Putting off ever with that girl whose heart you hold, saying that you'll ask one day down the road. You can always put a diamond on her hand until you can't. Bride in the cage. Someone is stuck in obligations due to promises that they made. These promises are starting to break promises to themselves and to others around them. This is very, very dangerous. This is where you've made a promise to get yourself into a situation or a relationship, and now you find yourself, in order to keep your promises in this particular relationship, you are starting to break promises not only to yourself, but to other people you care about. This person is slowly controlling your life more and more and more and more and more, and you feel stuck. And you can't see a way out, and it's fogged. And the fog card comes with wait a second. Just wait a second. Let the sun burn off the fog a little bit, right? It's that suffering. It's wait. Wait. Energy of wait. Sit still for a second. Wait. Give it a second. Let the sun burn off the fog a little bit, right? The worst thing that you can do when you are lost, especially when it's foggy, is to keep roaming around the woods, right? What do we tell kids when they get lost in the woods? Sit still. Let us find you. Stop moving around. You make it harder for us to find you when you're moving around. Sit still. If you don't teach your kids that, teach your kids that. That's one of our important things at Boy Scouts. Sit still. Use your whistle. You know, if you're going to do anything, like just you pick a tree and then go around it and break stuff and then keep coming back to this tree to like lead everything to that one little spot that you're at. Keep your scent in one spot so that the dogs can find you. You know, there's an important message here for somebody. And I'm definitely picking up the energy of your suffering right now because you messed up. You messed up. There was someone important you needed to help. Right, that's the story of the girl with the red shoes, right? She was supposed to help someone, and instead she bought herself a pair of red shiny shoes, and they ended up being the biggest mistake of her life, was those shoes, right? And she had to go through a lot of suffering and pain, and then she had to ask for help herself and accept help in order to reach redemption. And you can think of her as much as she loved to dance in those red shoes and they became a pain for her. Then she becomes the little girl who sits in the garden and envisions her dolls and her flowers dancing. $10,000. Close your eyes. Someone's waiting for something. Definitely waiting for a ship to come in to bring a union together, right? They're working on this. They understand they are reaping what they sow from the decisions that they made when it comes to this connection. Right? I definitely get there's a double decision, right? The decisions that they made, and someone decided to stay in their own truth, right? I love this card. It's kind of like a vow to themselves type of energy. Right? We got strength here. Someone's learning to build up strength here. They've got a lot of interference in their life by these third-party situations, and they're learning how to manifest their own power and bring balance. There's definitely a truth here. There's a truth that this person cannot stop looking at, right? They feel trapped. They feel like that bride in the cage. They feel trapped by these situations. They want to come back into this celebration, to this dance energy. Once again, we got strength. They're building up the strength to do this. team around this person. Someone lied, right? We got this, equal give and take, generosity card. It's like, what, you lying ass. Stop lying. Stop lying. It's not good. You got a forked tongue going on here, right? Now you got to figure out how to bridge this distance that you've created with these lies. You're fucking out in the cold. Yeah, you're out in the cold. Right? Time to smarten up, Emperor. You were so busy trying to get over on everybody so that you could get ahead that I get the energy of you cut your own nose off to spite your face, right? Or in this case, you got to cut off your feet, right? Yeah. A few things can't be hidden for long. The sun, the moon, and the truth. This is a hard truth. What? You were in a very important soul connection here, and you couldn't let go of the past. Overindulgent energy. Fool. You fool, you fool. The universe was trying, it's like the universe was trying to tell you, be like, man, you need to take this leap, you need to take this leap. And you're just like, what leap? Well, I keep looking backwards. I keep looking backwards. I keep looking backwards. Oh no, now I'm falling off a cliff. And the universe is like, yeah, well, we were trying to tell you, you could have turned around at any time, but you were too busy walking around with your head up your ass. I got a heart rush. It's on. Star guidance. The Hierophant. The Ten of Staves. Secretly watching. And the Ten of Swords. 10-10, right? This person is realizing, right, they were being divinely guided for a situation, for something more traditional. I get that they messed it up. I get that they might have been very prideful here. I can carry all my burdens by myself. I need no help. Yeah, I've been there. I can carry all my burdens by myself. I don't need any help. I don't need any help. Da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, this person's like slinking around. Look, now they're at the edge of a cliff here, and they're like spying on people and watching. Ten of Swords. Woe is me, but you don't understand this, that, and the other thing. It's like, no, well, you kind of put yourself in that situation, didn't you? Yeah. The world is bearing down on you now. There's a lot of weight on your shoulders. Understand, honey bunny, you were fully in control of all your shit. That's the truth. That's the truth. And that's the thing, I love Rich and David. They were doing so good. I'm going to end up watching them every Monday now. But it's been a while since I've watched either of them either, and I like watching them together. They play off each other very well. But they were talking about that, right? And that was the big epiphany that they said, the revelation that they had to come into, is when you start learning about the universal laws and you realize that not only if you've created all the shit, all the bullshit in your life, all the crap in your life, you've created yourself. What is stopping you from creating a better life? The universe is calling it strong. What is stopping you? What, you have to allow the old to tower away. On the 3D, you have to let the full change happen. The Queen of Swords, right? She might have seemed mean in the things and the ways that she moves and the way that she acts, but it's from a heart-based center, and they're waiting to see if you will activate. What will get you passionate enough to activate? Someone's realizing that they created these third-party situations. This King of Swords needs to take accountability for this if he's ever going to make it over that hump back to his twin flame, right? Got to come out on these secrets. There can't be secrets. You can't have secrets in this connection. You can't. When you have such strong connections that you can feel energy off of somebody, when you can tell that they're not saying something that they want to say, or when they're omitting a truth, or when they're just flat out lying, when you can sense it off somebody, when it just registers and walks off them, when you can tell that they're putting up a bullshit persona, when you can feel all that off somebody, you can't lie. The past has to be released. It has to be acknowledged, it has to be processed, and it has to be released, right? The Empress here, I like this. There's a decision, right? The feminine energy here. Need to make a solid decision on what you want. Do you want the Empress, the Queen of Cups? Do you want that energy in your life? What? Then you have to have a little bit of a moral fucking backbone. You just have to. If you're in a twin flame journey, you are called to be a divine energy, and divine energies help people. They don't buy a pair of shoes for themselves over someone who's ailing right next to them that they're supposed to be taking care of. They don't take money from someone that they're supposed to be helping and spend it on something that they don't need. It's a rite of passage. It's learning about the true energy of karma and paying your karmic debts. Because it will always come down to how heavy your heart is. Lies, acting like a page of staff. Now they're trying to redeem themselves to this connection. Woo! What? Knight of Cups. You are my wish fulfillment. Trying to manifest this. Could feel the whole weight of the world on my shoulders as this is about to flip, right? She's still watching. She's watching, right? And here's the thing. She will stay on her throne. She will stay away. And she will watch from a distance because she's too busy manifesting her own life. And the High Priestess is smart enough to know that you do not attach anybody. The Emperor and the Empress will always try to manifest each other. They're always going to try to manifest their ruling counterpart, right? The High Priest and the Magician and the High Priestess, or the High Priest and the High Priestess, don't operate like that, right? They manifest their lives in a way that attracts the partner that they need, not the one that they want, right? So she's watching, right? She's aware of this Magician. She's aware of this Knight of Cups. She's aware of this person, right? Like I said, you can't hide these energies from certain people. But she's watching to see what you're going to do with this energy, right? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This person is in a lot of Knight energy. I love it because Knights are the 12th, right? When you get into numbers, 11 is the pages, 12 is the Knights. Right? Well, I guess you could do 11 as the Jack too, because in the traditional cards you don't have pages. So they could be 11, that manifesting number as well. But I'm going to say 12, right? 12 is just on the other side, right? This person is watching this Queen of Staves, right? Someone they're very passionate about, they find very attractive. They're trying to figure out how to get to this person. So I said 12, 13. That is the importance of 13. It's that death and rebirth, right? That's why it's the definitive feminine number, right? Why is 13 the death card and the definitive feminine number? Is because in order to create life, we have to put our own lives out on the line. And the number one killer of women throughout history has been childbirth. It is a risk we take to bring life into this world, one of my exes used to call women soul filters. Like, we are the beings on earth designed, and I don't care what you do, we're the only beings on earth that are designed to channel a soul from the ethers into reality. But that's the same energy here. It's like, what, you have to be able to risk letting what you know and what you have now die and fade away in order to have more. And there's a humbling here. I told people, I was like, it's not easy to surrender to these energies, right? It's the 10 of Pentacles. What, do you want love and abundance, or do you want lust and greed? Because look where greed has landed you. Look what straight greed and lust has landed you. Nowhere near this. Nowhere near this happy life, happy counterpart, enough spare change for the kids to have a dog, right? A lot of anxiety. This person is extremely passionate about this. They want this 10 of Pentacles with this divine feminine energy. But you gotta. Oh, you gotta. They don't wanna, but they gotta. They don't want. They're working on it. They're working on it. They're working on it. Oh. They want to be able to spoil you. This is just, I don't like to say it like this. My grandmother calls them stupid, hairy men. It's like they want to be able to give you everything you want. They want to be able to spoil you. They want to be able to, like, I get the energy of, like, this person would like to, like, take you shopping and watch you try on different clothes and see the stuff that you like and things like that. This is the kind of person who'll, like, find out your sizes and then buy you something because they enjoy watching you wear things that they buy for you type of energy. Be it jewelry, be it clothes, be it shoes, whatever it is. They like to watch you light up, be happy, go and jump around, try it on, run around, take you out to dinner, show you off. Right? Eight of Pentacles, this person is, they're trying to make some moves. They're trying not to act out of a place of greed, but man, they want some money. They need some money. They're working on it, right? They're finding some balance. They're finding some new balance and manifesting energy here. It's coming in. It's coming in steady but surely, but they're still kind of stuck hanging, still watching themselves. This person deals with a lot of crabs in the bucket, right? This person deals with a lot of people around them, and this is their problem. They're scared to manifest too much in, because whenever they noticeably have too much, that's when these bitches come around, right? They want. So this person's been in a deep hermit mode, right? They're waiting for a particular ship to come in here, to come towards a union. There's an energy of, there is some illusion here. They're mindful. I get this energy of being mindful about too good to be true things. Like, or you've done this before. What you were going for was an illusion. It was too good. Not so much that it was too good to be true. It was just straight up, flat out delusional, right? It was delusional. You can't actually own somebody and control somebody like that. It's hard for them. This King of Cups, it's hard for them. They might not show it, but releasing the past is hard for them. This person does love hard. They're trying to find some balance here. Right? There's definitely a team around them that's trying to help them accomplish whatever this is. There is a strong foundation. There you go, 10 of Cups. But I don't just want the 10 of Pentacles. I want the 10 of Cups. And they're trying to hold on to a little bit of foundational money that they have, I'm getting, to try to build this 10 of Pentacles so that they can come for the 10 of Cups, right? Someone's learning some very hard lessons right now. Alrighty. I get the energy of the more you focus on the fog, the more that fog's going to hang around. There's an energy of releasing this. Release the burdens of what you've promised other people. Understand where other people have you trapped and where you're breaking promises to yourself and to those you love for one particular person. If you feel clouded and fogged and veiled, there's this energy of, like, sit back, relax, meditate, try to think of clear solutions. You're not seeing clearly, and until you can see something clearly, listen to your guides. There's something very important about listening to your guides. The universe has clouded and fogged you because it is so sick and tired. Whoever this is that's in the fog energy, right? The universe is sick and fucking tired of your narcissistic ass thinking that you know what's best for you. That you're smarter than the fucking universe. The universe is sick of it. The universe is like, I don't know how many times I have to sit here and keep trying to guide you, and it's like I said, the assholes. Well, I want a sign. I don't like that sign. I need a signier sign today. And the universe is like, fine. I will trap you, and I will completely blind you, and I will put so much pressure on you, and I will put so many signs around you that you will have no other choice but to allow yourself to finally be guided. You will have no choice but to finally allow yourself to be guided. It's not an easy journey, y'all. It's not an easy journey. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and I'll be back as soon as I can. I promise. Look for your signs today, folks.